A Man and a Woman Arguing by Rumi. One night in the desert, a poor Bedouin woman has this to say to her husband. "Everyone is happy and prosperous except us. We have no bread, we have no spices, we have no water jug, we barely have any clothes, no blankets for the night. We fantasize that the full moon is a cake. We reach for it, we are an embarrassment even to the beggars. Everyone avoids us. Arab men are supposed to be generous warriors, but look at you, stumbling around. If some guest were to come to us, we'd steal his rags when he fell asleep. Who is your guide that leads you to this? We can't even get a handful of lentils. 10 years' worth of nothing. That's what we are." She went on and on. "If God is abundant, we must be following an impostor. Who's leading us? Some fake that always says, 'Tomorrow, illumination will bring you treasure tomorrow.' As everyone knows, that never comes. Though I guess it happens very rarely sometimes that a disciple following an impostor can somehow surpass the pretender. But still I want to know what this deprivation says about us." The husband replied finally, "How long will you complain about money and our prospects for money? The torrent of our life has mostly gone by. Don't worry about transient things. Think of how animals live. The dove on the branch, giving thanks, the glorious singing of the nightingale, the gnat, the elephant, every living thing trusts in God for its nourishment. These pains that you feel are messengers. Listen to them. Turn them to sweetness. The night is almost over. You were young once, and content. Now you think about money all the time. You used to be money. You were a healthy vine, now you're a rotten fruit. You ought to be growing sweeter and sweeter, but you've gone bad. As my wife, you should be equal to me, like a pair of boots. If one is too tight, the pair is of no use. Like the two folding doors, we can't be mismatched. A lion does not mate with a wolf." So this man, who was happily poor, scolded his wife until daybreak, when she responded, "Don't talk to me about your high station. Look how you act. Spiritual arrogance is the ugliest of all things. It's like a day that's cold and snowy, and your clothes are wet too. It's too much to bear, and don't call me your mate, you fraud. You scramble after scraps of bones with the dogs. You're not as satisfied as you pretend. You're the snake and the snake charmer at the same time. But you don't know it. You're charming a snake for money, and the snake is charming you. You talk about God a lot. You make me feel guilty by using that word. You better watch out. That word will poison you if you use it to have power over me." So the rough volume of her talking fell on her husband, and he fought back. "Woman, this poverty is my deepest joy. This bare way of life is honest and beautiful. We can hide nothing when we're like this. You say I'm really arrogant and greedy, and you say I'm a snake charmer and a snake. But those nicknames are for you. In your anger and your wantings, you see those qualities in me. I want nothing from this world. You're like a child that has turned round, and now you think the house is turning. It's your eyes that see wrong. Be patient, and you'll see the blessing and the Lord's light in how we live." The argument continued throughout the day, even longer.